Sorry, lefties, but Trump appears to be back on the Colorado primary ballot. I know that your dreams have been crushed. I know that you're sad, but don't cry. Don't cry, lefties. Keep your spirits up because this is nothing compared to what November will make you feel like. And when the Supreme Court rules on this, we may see lefties everywhere screaming like a banshee like that woman on the night Trump was elected in 2016.
Donald J. Trump is now president of the United States. Mr. Trump, for the moment, steps.
Let's get into it. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Now forgive me, I have a frog in my throat from being sick for the last few days. Today we've got a story that's as surprising as it is contentious. It's like a political thriller, but it's real life. In a move that's left many lefty jaws on the floor, Donald Trump is back on the primary ballot in Colorado. Yes, you heard that right. Just when the left thought that they had him cornered, the plot thickens. The Colorado Republican Party is turning up the heat, taking their fight all the way to the U.S. Supreme Court. They're challenging a lower court's ruling that disqualified Trump due to his alleged role in the January 6th Capitol riot that they claimed was an insurrection. Now, Secretary of State Jenna Griswold says Trump's name will stay on the ballot at least until the Supreme Court weighs in. Talk about a nail biter, right? Griswold's claiming Trump engaged in an insurrection. Strong words. But where's the evidence? You'd think someone would be demanding some hard proof, right? But no, the silence is deafening. The controversy hinges on a 155-year-old clause in the 14th Amendment. It's a legal labyrinth, and Trump's former attorney, Jay Sekulow, is on the case fighting what he calls a dangerously flawed interpretation. This isn't just about a ballot. It's about a battle for the soul of our constitutional republic, for goodness sake. And trust me, the stakes could not be higher. While Colorado's electoral votes might not be a game changer in the grand scheme of things, this ruling could set a domino effect across the nation. It's more than just a ballot battle. It's a precedent-setting showdown. But here's the twist. There's a strong argument that what happened on January 6th wasn't an insurrection. A riot? Sure. But an overthrow of the government? That's a stretch. That's like Olympian stretching. Trump wasn't even charged with insurrection. He wasn't in the fray. He said, and now we will march peacefully and patriotically to the Capitol to let our voices be heard. He was nowhere near the riot, and he never called for a riot. So now I understand that Louisiana is trying to stir up their own little pot with this crap. But there are some major problems with their arguments concerning removing Trump from the primary ballot because he was involved in a so-called insurrection. Obviously, they're pointing at the third clause in the 14th Amendment. But the elephant in the room that no one wants to talk about is, number one, there was no insurrection. There was a riot that lasted about 2.5 hours, and that riot never entered the building. Remember, the people that went in the building were adhering to the velvet ropes, and they were taking selfies very peacefully. The riot was outside the Capitol building, and no one involved in the riot was trying to overturn the United States government. Number two, not only was Donald Trump not convicted of insurrection, but he was never even charged with insurrection. Since he was the president on January 6, 2021, the only remedy to that, if he was even involved in a riot, which he clearly wasn't by his own words and his own actions, was removal from office. But he left office peacefully before January 20. So Colorado libs technically have still got a chance, but don't count on it. The Supreme Court, to the best of my knowledge, is not in the least interested in removing the frontrunner from the ballot. Now, the Supreme Court rules using the facts that I just stated because that is the objective truth here that no one on the left wants to talk about. He wasn't even charged with insurrection by the radical lunatic Democrats who impeached him and then tried him in the Senate. They knew they could never get away with the charge of insurrection because they knew that he said, we will now march peacefully and patriotically to the Capitol. All right? Those are words and insurrection do not incite. All right, subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and share our videos with like-minded friends who want to stay informed with what's really going on. Thanks for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one.
Every day I'm looking for a way to return to the time when everything was easy to learn. of a